Hello, it's my crusty self. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something very exciting for the GTI. We're doing the brakes. So right now I'm going to take it down and wash it quick, just spray it off, and then we're going to go from there. I'm absolutely buzzing to get this stuff done. I need to change hats. It's way too warm for a beanie. I rinsed off the car at the car place. Has a bunch of water spots, but I got the majority of the dirt off. The car was filthy. But I'm so excited because I made the decision the other day that I was gonna throw the Mk7 back on now. It might be a little premature, but I'm gonna be really busy, and sorry, I just turned off the light. It doesn't really matter. And I wanted to do the stud conversion now. And to do that, I have to have my wheels that have cone seat lugs, because I didn't order ball seat ones yet. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. So excited. But I'm gonna watch another video just to get an overview of what I'm doing again. I'm gonna eat some cereal so I don't pass out, and we're gonna get moving on this. I'm not gonna film the whole process. We've got a lot to do. I mean, this is just torque specs, and it's a lot of stuff. Hey everybody, I know I look dumb. I always look dumb. Whatever. I was up bright and early this morning because I was so excited to do this. And now it's like game time. Getting a little nervous, but I'm trusting the process. It's not that I don't feel like I'm not qualified to do it, but it's just one of those things that, like, every time I do an install, something gets messed up. So I'm just trying to avoid that from happening, and so I spent a lot of time and money to make sure that I'm prepared. And yeah, so that's kind of just my thought process with it all. So I'm gonna just get the car jacked up, and then I'm actually gonna dry everything off with the air compressor. Might try to get some liquid wrench in there, just because, you know, Northeast. I did buy a hand impact, so we can break things loose, but I'm just most worried about that T30 on the rotor set screw. But I got freshies, but I just don't want to mutilate it because I don't have a torch or a welder. So let's get after it. So now you can kind of see why I wanted to get some freshy rotors. I think there's a good amount of life left on the pads, but these are starting to groove, not terribly, but they're pretty rusty. The rears are like junk. And I just really wanted to clean them up. I think maintenance is like really good and important. So there was a little bit of pulsing too. So I think I just decided I'm going with the whole thing. It's not gonna hurt too bad. It was only, I'll talk about the price at the end of it all, but we're gonna get after this one. Well, boys, we're in the thick of it right now. So I threw the Yankees on, got the Motorsport Hardware Stud conversion kit set up, EBC yellows and the Zimmerman rotor. This side, mint. Now we're stuck here. The M14, super rusted on. Noah and Connor, they were here in their eggs. Noah's car's still here. I don't know if you guys have seen Noah's car in videos, but it's pretty sick. Stage 2, I think it's an MA performance tune. It's got a catted downpipe. Pretty simple. This is a DSG car, but it's pretty mint, pretty clean. Then Connor and his Golf R, he's not here yet. They went and grabbed an impact because I'm just killing myself trying to get these things done. And getting the rotors off was terrible. Okay. Getting the rotors off was also terrible. But dude, this setup looks so mint. I'll show you a little comparison. So like the side front, you know, they look kind of crusty, kind of bad. Walking over this side, I have quite the mess. Dude, the freshies, so sick. The hardware is sick. All really sick. I'm stoked on it. So, yeah. It's, the annoying thing is it's not taking that long to do the actual installs, but breaking bolts loose and getting the rotors off has been terrible. I had to absolutely abuse this rotor to get it off. I finally have a sledgehammer, so I think we're set. But, yeah, so now all we gotta do is this, and then this again, and then that. The fronts are pretty easy now, so I'll keep you guys updated. I want to show you guys cars. Well, that's Connor's Mark 6R. He just picked it up a few weeks ago. So it's a pretty sick car. APR exhaust, intake. I'll let him tell you the rest about it later. Boys went to go get some food. We have an Impact, but it's charging. I'm eating some Chex Mix. I think what I'm gonna do, pull apart the other side on the back to this point, and then I'll pause. I can ugga everything off with the Impact, and then front relatively easy, and then we can be done, except the fact I have to do a bleed. I've never done a bleed before, so it's getting cold and the rain is coming in, but it's okay because we're gonna get it done.
I'm pretty smart if I say so myself.
Why's that?
This afternoon, walked into a fruit store. The clerk thought I was some out-of-town hick.
Joyzy somewhere. We're going to get some OZs for the Golf R.
We're looking for tilted TDI.
He might be in the woods riding his scooter. These roads are sick as hell. Beamer. Got a mile and a half. What the hell? Okay. We're nice.
Looks like I could get $20 for.
Picked up the freshies.
They look pretty good.
I thought you were gonna just balance.
They have like.
I know this video bounced around quite severely, and that's kind of my fault. It was the first time I was doing brakes on my car, or any car ever, and so I was kind of consumed by that, and then it's one of those things I don't really want to make my friends film me doing stuff. It's just, I don't know, normally it's just weird. But, so yeah, I was a little bit consumed by that. I ran into some issues with corrosion I don't want to say rust because my car's really not too badly rusted, but bolts just seized, rotors were frozen on. So kind of overcoming that stuff, now that I know how to break all that stuff free, it's not really a huge concern, but it kind of just made everything take longer. It ended up taking me like a day and a half just to get everything done because I kept running into issues, and then I got really tired and I couldn't find tools. I recommend this brake setup for anybody. Super affordable and lifetime warranty through FCP. I do not have the performance pack, so that does lower the cost, but I got Zimmerman plain rotors, front and rear, and then EBC yellows front and rear. I paid more for the pads than the rotors, if that just puts it in perspective. I did a lot of research trying to figure out if it was worth getting drilled or slotted, or drilled slotted, whatever, rotors, and it really wasn't. For my application and just in general, they really don't make much of a difference. So I decided to save myself the money because I originally was looking at the EBC slotted, but those are like $500, and I think I spent just over $500 for all of the parts, including my stud conversion kit. I got all new hardware through FCP, and they're like, obviously I'm not sponsored by them, but I'm just shouting out their website. It did take me some time to figure out all the part numbers to get. What I ended up doing was finding the ECS tuning kit for brakes that Cameron Alford used in his video, and that had all the OEM hardware part numbers. I went through and put those into FCP, and I found everything. Came super quick. I did have a problem with my pads, and they remedied it extremely quickly, which is awesome. Continuing that, I got a Motorsport Hardware Stud conversion kit for my car with their race lugs, and it really transforms the look of like the wheel tire setup. It just, for some reason, the other wheel bolts are gross looking, and I didn't realize it until swapping to a lug conversion. It just looks so clean, and it's so subtle that like nobody's really gonna notice it as like, wow, that's a crazy clearance kit, because there were some variances in manufacturing. I didn't really care about that because there are a part that does like somewhat wear. I will have to replace them eventually, and obviously living in New York, stuff corrodes. So it was $96 for that. Super affordable, lugs and the bolt, or the, oh my gosh, the lug nuts and the stud, $96 shipped to my door. So if you own a Mark 7, people normally write off the stud conversions as excessive or not needed, but if you're just, I don't know, it just gives a little something extra that I will put on my next car if it's normally a lug bolt car. So the video will go from clips of my car to Connor and I ripping somewhere random in New Jersey. Connor and I took a trip yesterday to pick up some wheels. He got some OZ Super Turismos. We met a super cool guy that had a Mk7 Gti. It was a cool car. We were ripping the Mk6R. That's the car Connor picked up. I kind of showed it earlier in the video. He picked it up around a month ago. I want to at some point get clips of it, but now that he's got wheels like that we basically can put on, he needs to get some parts, but get some rollers then at some point. But yeah, we took a really cool trip. We got to see a lot of cool stuff. I have some Snapchat clips that I took that I'll just throw in maybe. I don't know. We were doing a lot of cool stuff, and that car's really cool. I think at some point we should do a full walk around of that. Maybe do a full walk around of Noah's car. Just kind of get some guys on here and show off their build. Race car noises, you know? So yeah, okay. Well, thank you guys for watching this video. I am going to try to finish editing this, kind of, maybe. And then you guys are going to be watching it, which is so cool. It's like a little process. But if you have any questions about any of the stuff I talked about, and I know it's very confusing, the brake install, if you have any questions about that, any of the tools I use, any of the parts I bought, I'll give you direct part numbers, links, whatever you need. Just ask down in the comments. I try to respond to every comment, and at least in some substantial way.
But I really appreciate everybody that's been watching the videos, and I hope that you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.